You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Young and Hungry After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Young and Hungry After Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Young and Hungry AfterBuzz After Show. I am Heather Joy Smith.
Hi, guys. I'm Kate Aquillano.
And I'm Michelle Fee. And tonight is episode 2, Young and Ringless. And this was kind of a fun episode. I really enjoyed it. What were your guys' thoughts on it?
I really liked it because, you know, the first episode when it's a new series and it's a pilot, you have to establish so many, like, characters and where they're going to fit. And so episode 1 was, you know, like, very cutty and very, like, okay, this is who she is. This is the relationship they have. But this one you got to, like, see more of the story happen and the interaction between the characters, so I really liked it.
I definitely agree with that. It was much more fun to watch. It was really funny.
I think they definitely did a really good job of incorporating all of the characters in this episode. Like, I feel like everybody kind of had their fair share of little dramas that went on, and everyone had their FaceTime, so I really enjoyed it. Tonight's episode, we had a couple different things going on, but one of the big things was Josh and his fiance's relationship. We really got to see more of that interesting relationship.
She's nuts. She doesn't blink. She does not blink. She has a scene in her eyes do not blink, and she needs to stop calling him Juju.
Juju.
All I have to say.
Yes.
So please annoying. Stop.
Yeah. I don't even know. They're an interesting couple. But also tonight's episode, Josh had a very important dinner with some investors that were going to be flown in from China, and Gabi had this, like, huge project tonight that she was supposed to cook this authentic Chinese dinner, which she has no clue on earth how to cook Chinese food. She completely lied on her resume.
Yes.
But she pulled it through at the end. But we'll get into that a little bit later. And things got off a little awkward from the very beginning, I think, with Josh and Gabi at this episode. It kind of stemmed from last episode where they slept together, and things carried on awkward.
Yeah, I think they don't know, like, where they stand with each other. So, like, Gabi's talking about when they slept together, and Josh is like, I was just talking about dinner. So there was some comedy there to kind of figure out where they stand and how their relationship is kind of, like, going to get over that hurdle a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think she probably feels... Well, I mean, she said she had a crush on him, right, first of all.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, he's cute. But at the same time, I think it's more of her side of the, like, relationship that they have where she's more into him as opposed to him being into her, because he does have Caroline as his crazy fiancé.
For now. Exactly.
I see that changing in the future, but we'll get into that.
So something starts out happening at the beginning of this episode where Caroline's gigantic engagement ring goes missing. And of course, Gabi happens to be right there bringing her breakfast in bed when this whole ring goes missing. And of course, the finger's going to be pointed directly to her.
And she, like you said, she babbles when she's nervous. And so she just looks more and more like she is the culprit. And of course, we know she isn't.
Yes.
But it was Caroline just is crazy. And they need to look at the footage because she knows that Gabi did it. I'm like, oh, God.
Well, she needs to be gone. That's just my thing. I am, like, from the very beginning, I was just tired of her.
I'm wondering how many episodes it'll be.
Yeah, I'm curious, too.
Because I know when Amy was here last week, she was like, Gabi dates Jesse McCartney's character, and Josh gets jealous. So I think there's still going to be more of Caroline in the future. I mean, not forever. I predict
hopefully.
That. Yeah, hopefully. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
Yeah. So Caroline goes to Josh and says, we need to take a look at all the footage from the house, which is kind of crazy that they have cameras all around their house, but I guess he's rich, and so why not have cameras all throughout your house? And so Caroline's like, we need to look at these cameras. We need to figure out who took my ring. And I think Josh at first is like thinking, oh my gosh, maybe it could be Gabi. And so I think he's kind of like on the fence about it. I don't know what you guys kind of took from this.
I think he was more worried about Caroline finding out that he had sex with Gabi. I think that was what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually that's what it was. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, I don't know. I think he trusts, like you said, he trusts his staff. I don't know. Maybe he just thought it was misplaced or something like that. But we learned that Elliot wanted to try that baby on, and it got stuck.
And it got stuck.
Well, who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't want to try that
It's
on?
huge.
It's
I mean,
huge.
why not just try it on just to see how
I
it would
would.
feel?
Yeah.
I totally would.
Same here.
It was huge and nice. But yeah, so Elliot tries this on and can't get it off, and so the housekeeper, does anyone know her name? Yolanda is like, hold on, I got some cream, which is emerald cream, that will, bring down the swelling, and we can get this ring off. And so Elliot at first gets the wrong idea. It's like trying to drop his trousers, which she's like, no, that's for your finger, dude.
Yeah. I thought, like, as funny as that all was, I thought that was a really cute, like, bonding moment between the staff. Because, like, Elliot was always on Gabi's case. Like, he wanted that other chef, and then she had sex with his boss, whatever. He got the wrong idea about her. But now she was like, oh, no, we want to help you. And he's like, oh, my God, you're my favorite. So it was a cute little bonding moment between the staff.
It was.
I feel like that's going to happen more and more.
Before all of that happened, though, I actually thought he framed her.
Oh,
That's a good point.
He
That is a
didn't
good
like
point.
her, so
Yeah.
I thought he was trying to get rid of her.
that's a very good point.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And Josh then goes and looks at all of this footage. And at first he's like, oh, it's fine. Like, there's nothing there. And then Gabi comes in and they're like, whoa, just kidding. We cannot show any of this to Caroline. She's like, yeah, there goes my shirt in the champagne bottle. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No. So they figure out they cannot show this footage, edited or not, because Caroline then walks into this room.
Perfect timing.
Perfect
timing. We can't show her any of this. Then she busts in, and I'm like, how are they going to get out of this?
Yeah. And shockingly, Josh, throws down the hammer, and he's like, you are not going to see this footage. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust our relationship? I watched it. Don't you believe me?
I was so proud of him.
So proud of him.
I had, more respect for him after he did that.
Because as crazy and I want to say a bad word that Caroline is, she doesn't respect him. And that was finally a moment where she was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're okay. I'll do what you say. And I was like, oh, Josh, way to stand up for yourself.
Yeah. It was a good moment for him, I felt like. And for her,
she liked it.
She liked it, so go for it, Caroline.
Yeah.
And then Gabi's awkward. I feel like this whole episode was awkward with Gabi because she's
just awkward all the
She's
time.
awkward all the. She's like, okay, can I go now?
So that's the comedy. That's the she plays that part so well.
So perfectly.
Yeah.
Before we go on, though, we want to make sure that all of you are going onto iTunes and rating us 5 stars and giving us great comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to comment as well. If you have any questions for any of us, we'll be checking the feeds to see what y'all are saying, and we'll reply back. And then also, we have Maria Menounos' new book. It's on the New York Times bestsellers list. And it's on diet and fitness and has some great recipes and tips and tricks on how to lose weight. So make sure you guys go out and get it. There's tons of pictures.
It's awesome.
It's an amazing book. And let's go into the dinner scene now, where Josh has his business investors over to the house, and Gabi, actually, we'll back up a little bit. Gabi had to cook this whole Chinese dinner for them, and she's completely freaking out. And
I love that Sophia, I just want to call her Amy.
I know, I was
she
going to
was
call her
here
Amy
last
too.
week. But I love that we saw Sophia outside of their apartment. Because,
Yes.
it's so cute when they're in the apartment. Sophia always gives her, little pep talks.
Yeah.
And, she's her biggest fan. But she comes to the apartment to give her supplies for the dinner and stuff that she bought in Chinatown, whatever. And she's like, given her another pep talk. Like, her role is still the same, just in a different place. But it was good to see her in a different environment.
And that was one question I actually asked Amy last week was, were we going to see her outside this apartment? And how is she going to kind of come into the work environment since everything was there? And she did say, you know,
it happens. And it happened pretty organically.
It did. It really did. They did a great job with that.
Yeah.
So Gabi has to make this dinner, and it didn't quite work out as planned at first. She ends up dropping the duck on the ground.
Gross.
That really was gross.
And then she's like talking with her hands. I'm like, you just touched a duck. Like, go wash your hands.
She was like pumping air into it. Like, what was that all about?
Maybe someone out there does the same thing, but I have never ever heard of pumping up meat with a bike pump. Maybe it's just me.
She saw it on Iron Chef, so if you see it on Iron Chef, it must be legit.
Let us know. Regardless, this whole dinner actually came out pretty darn good, I gotta say. And
because she didn't go with the Chinese food.
True.
Yes.
Her names of her dishes were so funny.
I love that Josh always gets her jokes.
Yes.
And you know that is going to continue, and like they're going to start to like each other because of that. But he always laughs, and it's like the cutest thing.
Yeah.
They get each other so well.
And then Caroline's like, what? I don't get it. It's like, I think Josh is going to get old of that soon.
I think so.
But I love that she made spaghetti and meatballs.
Exactly.
And the investors were like, yes, we're so sick of Chinese food.
It was a hit.
They're like, give us apple pie. Like, I love that. I think that was so cool.
Yeah, no, it was good. She went with her gut, and it paid off.
She did. And also, Josh and Gabi kind of had a moment after this dinner out in the hallway, which, once again, their, like, means of communication kind of get, like, jumbled when it's coming out, and they both don't quite understand. But it's so cute and awkward. You just have to love it still.
Yeah, they're a really cute pair. And I can't wait. Till they get on the same level and see what that happens.
I agree.
Does anyone have any predictions for what might happen in the next couple episodes?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh. Well, we saw a little piece of next week's show, and Ashley Tisdale does a guest star. It's also her birthday today, so happy birthday to the executive producer of Young and Hungry. And the next one is called Young and Lesbian, and you could see that Ashley like kind of propositions Gabi, so it'll be fun to watch. But I think more bonding with the staff. I think more the relationship of Gabi and Josh. What do you think?
I agree. I would love to see more of Ashley Tisdale on the show. So hopefully it wasn't just that next episode. It'll be a couple more.
Yeah, I would love to see Ashley as well on the show. And I kind of can tell from like her Instagrams that she's been on set quite a bit. I don't know if it's just like she's there just to show her support and do her
producer role.
In her producer role, or she's actually on the show. But that would be nice to kind of see this maybe as a reoccurring guest spot. That would be nice.
Hopefully.
Oh, and I can't wait for Jesse McCartney.
Oh, yeah.
Once she said that last week, I was like, oh my God, when is that happening? I love him.
Hopefully it comes soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see, though. I would like to see Josh and Gabi, like, eventually, maybe, like, a few episodes down, maybe kind of reconnect on their couples level.
On their sexcapades?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Get rid of that Caroline girl.
She is too much for me.
She's too much.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think that we're stuck with her for a couple episodes, though.
I think so, too. I think she'll be here for a little bit longer.
Unfortunately.
We'll see what happens. But let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kate Aquillano.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith. I'll also be on the red carpet this Sunday for Rising Star and doing the after show afterwards. So look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. We will see you all next Wednesday, same time, same place. We'll see you then.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.